We live in a day and age where smartphone use has become so widespread and heavily integrated into our daily lives that it's gotten to the point where phones are no longer just phones. They're also tiny portals to entertainment, social media, and even gaming. Of course, smartphones also serve as a major entry point to easily accessible information and news, and given their portability, it's easy to stay updated with news updates from all over the world. However, there are a ton of different news sources out there, which include hundreds of apps and websites, and sometimes it can be difficult to keep track of the news stories that you want to keep up with. With that said, you might be looking for a way to get an organized source of news and information, a platform that's easy to use, readily available on your smart device, and can be accessed at any time and anywhere. This is where Upday comes in. Upday is a news app that gathers news stories from different categories and sources and presents them in a well-sorted manner. It's got over 25 million monthly users and 7 million daily users, and it's available in the United States and several countries across Europe. Upday has partnered with us to show how his app makes it easy to curate a news feed that is perfect for you while also expanding your horizon a bit as well. But how does it work exactly? Let's take a look. You can try out Upday by downloading it for free from the Google Play Store for Android devices or from the App Store if you have an iPhone. It's pretty straightforward and does allow you to tweak your privacy settings on startup. Upday works by gathering news info from over 5,000 trusted sources, which is manually checked for journalistic and technical standards by Upday's 8 editorial offices located across Europe. It's a pretty tight process, so you're getting only the best and most accurate news stories out there. If you're like me and are tired of random clickbait headlines on social media platforms, then Upday is a terrific alternative. Opening the app, you're greeted by the main feed, which consists of two main categories, which are Top News and My News. Top News contains all the current and major news topics, which are curated by in-house editorial teams. This consists of more than 40 must-read articles that are selected daily. And since the editors write short summaries of the linked articles, you get a super fast overview of the most important news of the day. On the other hand, My News features more specialized news picks based on your own personal interests, which are identified and determined by the Upday algorithm. The app sources news from several publications worldwide, and this includes larger media entities as well as more independent news sources, magazines, and such. It only takes a few seconds to scroll through the app and check out the top stories, so you're not aimlessly browsing the web for substantial news articles that are sometimes buried under tons of other stories and such. It's a really convenient way to go about checking news, and I do appreciate the ease of use that the app offers. For example, I use the app a lot when commuting, so I'm already updated about information that I need to know once I get off the train or bus and go about my day. What's more, you can also customize the My News feed based on 12 different categories, which include business, cars and transport, culture, entertainment, life and style, music, news, politics, science and education, sports, tech, and travel. You can further customize each of these topics based on 80 subcategories. For example, while I would like to know information about electric vehicles under the cars and transport category, I'm not really looking for news about yachts and such, so I can choose to filter these out from my feed. You can even personalize the app further by signing in with your Google or Facebook account, so the algorithm can further customize your preferences based on what news you follow. Your location also plays a part in what news you'll be getting. If you're in America, for example, there's a US edition of the app that covers both local and international events and issues. For someone like me who lives in the United Kingdom, I can further specify which part of the UK I'm in, so the app only presents me with news stories that are within my region. There's also an option to block certain news sources, which is as easy as tapping the menu button on the My News page. It's impressive how straightforward and user-friendly this is, and the fact that I'm only getting news reports about topics that are important to me says a lot about the level of customization that Upday offers. Since the app is free, there are some ads that will show up on your newsfeed from time to time, although they are minimal and unobtrusive. Personally, I don't find it a big issue, and it sure beats the dozens of clickbait ads in other news websites out there, which are constantly shoved onto your screen. The app is also battery efficient, and even though I've had it running in my background, it doesn't use up a significant portion of my battery, unlike other apps out there. Of course, you're gonna need internet connectivity to use the app, but even then it's not too tasking on my phone's battery and resources. Overall, Upday is a great way to get an organized feed of accurately written, up-to-date news stories and information based on your own personal interests that haven't been tainted by false info or spammy clickbait articles. What's more, the variety of different news sources means that you're given several different views on a news topic, so you're not trapped inside an echo chamber or such. The app is easy to use, hassle-free to set up, and fully customizable according to personal needs and interests, which does add a lot of value. It is free of course, as we mentioned earlier, and while there are ads, it's a very minor issue and they take a backseat to getting your news first and foremost. As someone who writes a lot of news stories for a living, I do appreciate the value that Upday has added to my productivity, and I find it really useful. If you'd like to use a well-designed news app with an easy setup process and reliable sources, then Upday is definitely worth checking out. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.